Now my second don't for you is don't cross against the light. You know, don't jaywalk. Germans really...
In America, we do that, baby. Come on now. But you get charged though. But I do that all the times. Like personally though, if you grew up in New York, first of all, you're gonna jaywalk. You're gonna jaywalk. YouTube, what's good, man? I'm back. Germany, what's up? I did geography now in Germany, and I learned about a few things in Germany, especially the Autobahn. I think I was most amazed by the Autobahn with the no speed limit. That was interesting, but we're going to be doing something German today. It's going to be visit Germany, the don'ts of visiting Germany. I've never visited Germany before. I would love to visit. If you guys want me to visit, you know, if you guys would welcome me, let me know in the comment section down below. Or if you guys don't want me there, for me. But either ways, guys, we're gonna be doing this right now. So we're gonna be checking out the do's and don'ts of visiting Germany. Should be interesting. So leave a like in the video and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that, guys. But either ways, without further ado, let's get right into the reaction, guys.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World. Today we're in Munich, and today what we have for you are the don'ts of traveling Germany. Because there's so many things you should do, like visit Munich here, or going to Berlin, or the Harz Mountains. There's so many great things to do here, but there's a few cultural don'ts you should know, so when you come here, you can have a better time. And the first don't I have for you is don't assume Germans are these cold, unfriendly, uncaring people that we've kind of been taught by stereotypes throughout the years. Germans are actually really wonderful people. They're helpful, they're kind, they're honest, extremely honest. And the thing is, to see that, you need to ask them for your help. Ask them for some guidance, and they'll be glad to help you. And that's the thing is, some people think, oh, German service...
Germans are nice people. Subscribe and show me how nice you guys are. But either ways, I don't really, you know, try to judge Germany. Obviously I'm not in Europe, right? So I don't know about the World War II, World War I type stuff. I really don't know much about it, right? I know a little bit of stuff, but I don't know the majority of stuff, right? I didn't go to school to study history, right? I'm a tech guy. And that's really what I tech in sports and psychology. That's me. Right, so I've never really dived into the history part, right? I've never been that guy, but I'm trying to do that with foreign reacts, learning about other countries. So I did actually realize that a lot of people, you know, speak about the Germans and the Russians regarding ownership, like they own a lot of places, right? Or owned, I mean, a lot of places, right? So I do get what he means, like don't, you know, be a little bit thinking they're mean or whatever.
Isn't very nice. Well, the thing is, German service is very professional, and if you ask them for help, I guarantee they will know the entire background of every meal you have and everything in the shoe store and all kinds of stuff. They'll be able to help you, but don't think that they're these cold-hearted people, because Germans really are super nice. And if you make a German friend, I guarantee they will be with you until the end. They make the best friends ever. So that's the first thing, is don't think they're bad people. Now my second don't for you is don't cross against the light. You know, don't jaywalk. Germans really...
In America, we do that, baby. Come on now. But you get charged though. But I do that all the times. Like personally though, if you grew up in New York, first of all, you're gonna jaywalk. Come on, you're gonna do that. But sometimes it's really inconvenient, right? So you just cross, you know, because like there's no traffic, but the lights still acting a fool. And we know lights are automated. I know how a light system works. Like I said, I'm more on the technology side, so I know a few stuff, right? So sometimes you jaywalk, but it's good that I heard not to jaywalk, because definitely if I visited Germany tomorrow, I definitely jaywalk. So that's good that I learned that, so I won't be jaywalking. Really like their rules, and they really don't like people breaking them, and that will mean tourists as well. And one of the biggest things is crossing when the light is red. They don't like that. I lived multiple years in Germany, 3 years in Germany, and there's been quite a few times where a grandma, an Oma, stops me and says, hey, bei Rot musst du stehen. By grün lass du gehen, which means by red you stay, by green you're allowed to go. And that's one of the things, is the Germans do like those rules, but the biggest one that a tourist doesn't want to do is don't jaywalk. Also, you can get a fine for that, so you know, heads up on that one. Now, our third tip for you has to do with the Pfand, the deposit.
don't just throw away your bottles, like your big bottles or cans, and don't just leave your Christmas market mugs and stuff like that out, because you have to put a deposit on a lot of these things. For example, if you're at the Christmas markets and you get those cute mugs that everyone loves to get, look, usually you're going to be paying between 3 and 5 euros for the deposit on those mugs, and if you walk off with it, great, you have a cool souvenir. But the thing is, do you really want 8 of the exact same mug? For example, we were here in Munich and we got Glühwein and Kinderpunsch, the children version of it, and there was 8 of us. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 euros of a deposit. I'm like, whoa! I got to use that 100 euro shine, that 100 euro note that I've never got to use before, just on the deposit. And make sure you're turning those things in. Don't just throw it away, because it actually does add up after a while, so save those. Now, my fourth tip for you is, if you're invited to go to a German's house, because you know what, if they like you, they probably will invite you. They are really nice like that. But if you're going to go to their house, don't forget to bring either flowers or wine or candy, okay? That's kind of a typical thing you bring over there. Also, don't wear your shoes inside. When you come in, take your shoes off. Sometimes they even have house slippers for you when you get there for their guests, but it's kind of rude to have your shoes on inside the house, so just know that. So make sure you do bring something to their house if you get to be, if you get really invited to their house. It is really cool. Now, the fifth don't I have for you actually is specifically for tourists that I've been seeing a lot lately when I've been traveling through Germany, especially Berlin. People have been using the Jewish memorial in Berlin, with the stone blocks and stuff, kind of like a parkour course, or this is the place to make the coolest selfies in Berlin. And people are climbing up them, jumping across them, doing silly pictures, duck face. It's a memorial to dead Jewish people. What the heck? What is wrong with you? I mean, this is not something you do.
He makes a lot of sense with this one. This one is really touchy because you're disrespecting those people. Like, if you don't know, like, there's a memorial, the 9/11. You don't go there and act a fool or do crazy stuff because you're like, it's like a tribute, if you know what I mean. So I do understand that one. You definitely don't want to mess around with that, bro. That's mad bad. That's disrespectful on every grounds. But wouldn't you actually know that it's like a memorial? Because like, wouldn't it say stuff on it?
Don't do that. Also, at the concentration camps, we're seeing more and more people doing their duck face selfies. Look, this is where they burned everybody. I'm like, are you kidding me? So please have respect for people when you go to the concentration camps and the memorials.
Wait, so they actually did burn people right there? But yeah, you can't be doing no duck face. If you're gonna take a proper picture, take a proper picture. Stand at attention. Yes. But you know what I'm saying, don't disrespect the thing like that, bro.
It's like that because the Germans show respect, for the horrible things that happen, and we as tourists need to do a better job as well. So don't be a tool when you're visiting some of these concentration camps, okay, or these memorials, all right?
Gotcha.
Now, my sixth don't for you is don't wait. Look, whether it's a line or you're ordering food, you don't wait in Germany. Germans are go, go, go. We are very efficient. We want to get things done. So you're going to be on time for things, all right? Very punctual is important. But for a tourist, when you go to restaurants, what you need to do is when they give you the menu, look in it right away so you can order right away. Because it's not like in the U.S. where they come back every 2 minutes to see us, need anything now? They come when they come. So if you get that chance, make sure you do place your order, get your drinks and your food in and things like that. And when you want to get your bill, you ask for the bill. They'll come right away with their big wallet, okay? And you pay them right there. And when you pay them, you'll say, let's say it's a 27 euro bill, you will say 30. You just say the total amount you want to pay, and they'll put that down for you, okay? So then they give you the change back from that, okay? But don't wait. Like, once they see you, they give your menu, it's time to order, okay? When they come and ask. Because if you wait, you might be waiting a long time. Now, my seventh don't for you is don't experiment on the Autobahn. Okay, I know the Autobahn sounds really cool. Yes, driving without speed.
Oh, Autobahn. 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 Why do I say Autobahn? He said Autobahn. 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 I said Autobahn. Autobahn. Okay. But here we go. Number 7, the Autobahn. Autobahn. That's what he said.
Limits. Look, I've driven on the Autobahn before. There's a reason why I go in public transport. It can be really scary because we were going about 100 miles an hour, like 140K. We're going and we're in the right lane because there's BMWs and Mercedes going, and you just see them go by like, wow. and it's kind of dangerous when you're out there, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So please, if you're not comfortable with these fast...
I want to go in the Autobahn so much. Autobahn. I want to go in the Autobahn. Autobahn. I need to say Autobahn. Stop saying Autobahn, bro. I want to go in there so badly, bro. Oh my gosh. If I ever visit Germany, I have to go there. Whew, that would be so cool, just to be free. No speed limit. That would be so cool. Like, even if it's for 20 seconds, I want to do it.
Please make sure you don't experiment on the Autobahn. Stick with the public transport. It will take you everywhere here, which is so awesome about Germany. Now, my 8th don't for you is don't expect to shop on Sundays. Look, most of Germany is closed on Sundays, except for museums and restaurants. So if you want to do your shopping kind of stuff, if you're here for a long weekend, do it on Friday or Saturday, because on Sunday, a lot of the stuff is closed. Now, the things that usually tend to be open on Sundays, things that are attached to the train station. So if there's a mall attached to the train station, that'll probably open. Also in December, they'll have Sunday hours, a lot of places. But just know, basically on Sunday, everything's basically closed. Also on Mondays, a lot of the museums are closed. So if you're gonna do a long weekend, including that Monday, make sure you check and see and say, hey, let's do our tourism stuff on Saturday and Sunday and do our shopping on Monday. My 9th don't for you is don't forget to have cash. Look, Germans, yes, they have credit cards, but they prefer cash. Yes, have your euros ready. There's ATMs all over the place you can use.
I'm so not a cash guy. I'm straight Apple Pay, or well, I don't use anything except for Apple Pay. I literally pay online, or I use Apple Pay. I'm being dead ass. Like, I'll use cash. If you don't have anything else, I'll use cash. But I've never actually swiped my own card before. I've always used Apple Pay from either my watch, my iPhone. Dang. Woo! Or I use cash. That'll be crazy, bro. Like, man, you gotta have that cash.
But you really want to have cash with you, because they don't accept credit cards everywhere. A lot of places they do, and a lot of times you need to have a chip card, you know, for your credit cards and stuff like that, for everything to work. But just know that cash is king here in Germany, so don't forget to keep some with you, just so you have it. And my 10th don't for you with coming to Germany is realize that you don't just see half-tempered houses here. Germany is not just the stereotype of half-tempered houses and beer halls. There's so much more to Germany. Whether you're going to Berlin, where they have, you know, the Potsdamer Platz and all this new stuff there, or you're here in Munich, where the tech stuff is booming, or Hamburg, which is a rebuilt city. I mean, you have all these cool modern cities here in Germany, and it's not just half-tempered houses. And the thing is, you can see the half-tempered houses, Quedlinburg and Wernigerode and Goslar and the Harz Mountains. Oh, my heart just falls in love with that place. Here in Bavaria, go to Regensburg and Bamberg, Oberammergau. You can get that old Germany, but also you have very modern Germany as well. So make sure you explore both sides. Don't just try to think it's going to be half-tempered houses, but experiment all the wonders of Germany. Anyway, I hope this helps you out to have a better time when you are here in Germany.
Yeah, sure, for sure it did help me out, because I was going to speed on the Autobahn and act a fool. But even that cash thing, and he had actually a lot of points to jaywalking. Like, he had a lot of points that actually I would have done if I went to Germany, and I would have the Germans would have been like, get out of here, and I'd be like, wow, what'd I do? But yeah, this was a good video. I enjoyed it. Germans, y'all are awesome people. Leave a like in the video and subscribe, man. I really appreciate it. Help the channel to do better. And if you have any suggestions where I can check out more stuff about Germany, I'm gonna do the language. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff about European countries straight up. So you guys support the channel. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe, man. I'm out of here, guys. Until next time, peace.